So this is actually the 30th year officially of Batman the Animated Series. But then that evolved into Batman and Robin, and then Batman Beyond, and then the Justice League, and then the Arkham games, and then all the direct-to-video movies. I mean, it's a job that just kept growing and growing over time. I know how lucky I am to have played this role. And one thing I didn't understand when I started doing it was really how the character resonates with the audience. Batman has a special place in people's hearts. It's not like that for Superman or the Flash or Wonder Woman. It is different with Batman. When I go to Comic-Cons, which I love to do, because when you do a voice, you send your performance, you put your heart and soul into it, and you send your performance out into the ether, and you never get to get that feedback from the audience that I'm so used to from stage work. So when I go to Comic-Cons, I discovered that's where I could get that feedback from. And the interaction with the audience and the fans has been extraordinary. The stories that I hear from people about how Batman got them through a dark time in their life, or a difficult childhood, or a challenging home life, how much he means to them, is really extraordinary. And so I think Batman has a special place in people's hearts. And I think the reason is because of all the superheroes, he's the only one who's actually not a superhero. He has no superpowers. He can't fly, he can't bend metal, he can't see through walls. He's a human being, he's a man, he's like you and me. I mean, he does extraordinary things, but he does them through force of his will and through his physical strength and his passion. And that inspires people, because it means that you don't have to have superpowers to have a positive effect on the world.
That is true.
To give to the world. And that's a wonderful lesson for everybody, that we can all be involved, we can all give what we can of ourselves to leave this world a better place. That's the whole Batman lesson. How do you leave the world a better place? How do you make your life count by leaving the world better than it was before you arrived? That to me is the Batman story. And he means so much to people, because we can all do that in one way or another. Everybody can contribute something. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to cure cancer. You can plant a beautiful garden. You can raise a beautiful child. Everyone has something that they can contribute. So that to me is what Batman means to people.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
No, seriously, it's absolutely, that's great to hear, of how you embody like Batman. A lot of people, me, like I told you, I have a Batman tattoo, and on top of it actually says it's always darkest before the dawn.
Oh.
And Batman, when people see Batman, they're like, oh, he's brooding, he's dark, he likes beating up on people, but yet again, speaking of hope,
he's a positive character.
Yes.
Everything about him is positive.
He's just emo.
That's why he never kills.
Yes.
In our version.
I was like, there's
It got a little darker. But in our version, he never killed, because life is so important to him.
It's precious.
There was a wonderful line I loved, which was that everything is impossible until someone does it. That's a great Batman line.
There's so many different and just iconic Batman lines.
Yeah.
So, how about this? You tell me which one resonated with you the most, and then we'll start with one VIP.
Okay. It's not who you are underneath. It's what you do that defines you. That line to me means so much. It's not who you are underneath. It's what you do with your life. That's what defines you. I think everyone can live up to that in one way or another.
Very well said. Very well said. Like literally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just sitting here and I'm listening to Batman philosophize. I'm just like, yeah, that's a little
Well, he's an
right
incredible character. I mean, there's a reason he resonates with people, because he's in a way so humble. He never grabs the spotlight. He doesn't want to be seen as a hero. He just wants to get the job done.
Yeah.
To help. And I think there's something so noble about that.
There is. And you know what is noble? The first print of that.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're ladies and gentlemen, we're starting. So there you go, sir.